Welcome to the Business Corporate Etiquette Workshop. When recruiting graduates, companies are looking for employability skills first and foremost. This factor was rated number one by graduate recruiters, with more than 81% saying it was their top priority, by CBI report Future Fit, Preparing Graduates for the World of Work 2009. Success in any field or industry depends on relationships, whether it is with your family, friends, co-workers, superiors, boss, or clients. When you are well-mannered and understand how to deal with others, you create a healthy and a long-term relationship. To that very understanding, it is important to learn not just the technical side of a business focusing on work, computers, etc., but also how to conduct oneself in the company of others, especially since we deal with people. This is where corporate business etiquette comes in. To be empowered to learn those skills that are applicable in the real world, that is not really confined to a textbook. Bridging the gap from college to campus is what this workshop is all about. This workshop will introduce you to business etiquettes as well as provide guidelines for the practice of business etiquettes in different situations that we come across. Moving on to the workshop agenda. By the end of this workshop, you will be able to define etiquette and provide an example of how etiquette can be of value to you. So we will be covering the following sub-modules in this particular module. A. Networking for success, heading towards creating an effective introduction and making a great first impression. B. Meet and greet. Identify basic rules that will help you get ahead in the workplace to the art of conversation. C. Dining in style or eating out. Understand place sittings, napkin etiquette, and basic table manners. Understand the protocol in ordering in a restaurant. Paying the bill and tipping. D. Email etiquette. Understand the basic guidelines when it comes to the proper form of address, grammar standards, and use of acronyms in emails. E. Telephone etiquette. Understand basic guidelines in the use of the telephone, voicemail, and cell phone. F. The written letter. Create an effective MOM, invitation, and thank you note. State the difference between a formal and an informal letter. G. Dressing for success. To understand the meaning of colors in dressing for success, along with power dressing. H. Interview etiquette. To understand the basic guidelines for attending an interview. This is what the entire agenda is for this particular module. Moving on to the objective. In the objective, by the end of this module, you will learn the definition of corporate etiquette, know the importance of etiquette at workplace, build an impactful first impression. This is what we will be covering in this submodule. It is best to understand what etiquette means before we go further. We would also look at the many ways business etiquette can improve us. So what do you mean by the word etiquette? What is the actual definition of the word etiquette? So etiquette is a French word which is a code of conduct or behavior that is expected as per social behavior according to the contemporary conventional norms within a society, social class, or group. It's nothing but your manners or behavior that are good and acceptable in society. Conventional rules of polite behavior is also what we call as etiquette. Remember, it is not your air ticket, but it is your etiquette. It's a kit providing you with all the different kinds of norms or behavior that are acceptable and are good. It's nothing but your good manners. They are your guidelines on how to behave befitting good manners while in the company of other people. They show sensitivity to the needs and feelings of the people or person you are with. Etiquette covers most aspects of social interaction, including self presentation, communication, courtesy, and hospitality. In this workshop, we will only focus on basic etiquette guidelines for situations typically found in most corporate settings. So, as we use the word corporate settings, it is also important to understand what do you mean by the word corporate. Corporate relates to a large company or group. In other words, it's nothing but your office. Etiquette is all about good manners. It's not only about good manners, but also about making others comfortable by the way we behave. It is not something to know and be happy about, but it is something to be put into practice every day. Good manners can open doors that the best education cannot. It goes hand in hand.